Hey, welcome into March Chadness, episode 27 of March Chadness.
Outstanding.
It is outstanding. We are your host. He has a fast car. I have a ticket to anywhere. He is Nate. I am Chad. Together, we are the Wink Brothers. And then the TV went nuts on me. It went unpaused or something. So I will fix that. Nate, how are you today? I know it's like nuts. How are you?
Hello there. Well, hello there. I'm doing good.
Hello there. Excellent. I got to get this background set. So I don't know why it went off on me. So there we go. All right. So we've got a lot to talk about today. NBA playoffs. We're talking a little baseball. And then it is May 3rd, the eve of May the 4th. So as you can tell by Nate's background, we have a Star Wars bracket. So we have some people joining us too. So we're going 3 wide in the studio. We've got someone else coming in. So we'll have 5 people talking about the Star Wars bracket. So that's a surprise for everybody there. We'll talk about that later. So Nate, we knew ball during the college basketball season as we both picked Michigan. It seems like nobody knows ball in the NBA playoffs as the Sixers come back from a 3-1 deficit and beat the number 2 seeded Boston Celtics. What thoughts on that? Did you watch it? Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching it just because one of the podcasts I listened to, one of the guys a Sixers fan and the other one's a Boston fan, and the Sixers fan, it was his bachelor party, and so they've been praying it went to Game 7 yesterday so they could be watching it at his bachelor party. So yeah, I was watching
outstanding
every game of that series, and Maxey is the future. I can say that.
Yeah, I've been on Tyrese Maxey for a while. Like he is a stud. I think everybody kind of sees that now. Like, okay, Maxey is going to be an elite player. And I'll tell you what, Edgecombe was huge. We'll get into this. So there's a lot of stuff there's a lot of stuff to digest in this. So let's a little bit game by game. Boston wins the first game by 32. No Embiid. Tatum and Brown combined for 51. Okay, that's it. Philly wins the second game with no Embiid, with Tatum and Brown combining for 55. And then Boston wins the 2 in Philly to go up 3-1. Embiid was not there for the first game. Embiid came back for the second game. So going into game 5 down 3-1, you just think Celtics are going to kind of wrap this up. They're at home for 2 of the next 3. Game 5 comes. Philly wins by 15. Tatum and Brown combine for 46. Game 6 in Philly, they win again by 13. And Tatum and Brown, they shut them. They only got held to 35. And then, of course, last night, no Tatum. Philly looked like they're going to run away with it. Boston comes back, and then they just could not hit a shot down the stretch. And no one could really stop Embiid. And Maxey was just too quick. So here's the thing about the Boston series. In the 3 wins, and we knew this going in with Boston, they live and die by the 3. Boston shot 36% from 3 in game 1. And then in game 3, they shot 43%. Game 4, they shot 45%. In the 4 losses, here's what they shot: 26%, 28%, 29%, 27%. That was part of it. And then is the thing that's interesting is Philly got 9 bench points combined in game 6 and 7. 9 bench points, 6 and 7.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I think that's the bigger thing. Like, they're going to live and die by the 3, but Philly got once Embiid was there, Embiid and Maxey can match point for point with Tatum and Brown. The thing with Philly, which helped them, is Edgecombe had a huge game. I believe it was huge game 2 or one of the games he was huge. He had like 32 points. He played well, and then we got Paul George, PG-13, had a good series. So Philly got more help from 2 other players.
I think yesterday was his birthday.
Was it? It might have been. I think it was because they were talking about he was like 35 or something. So they got consistent help with two other guys besides Maxey and Embiid, and the Celtics did not. And I don't want to. It's not all on Peyton Pritchard because it's not. It's just not. They got in game 1. They got 4 other players besides Tatum and Brown to score double digits. Game 2, they got 0. Game 3, they had 3. Game 4, which they won, is when Pritchard went off for 32 points. And then games 5, 6, and 7, they had 1 other guy in double digits, 2, and then they had 3, but Tatum wasn't there. But here's what I'm going to look at with the 3-point shot. Peyton Pritchard, he went 17 for 55, 30% from 3, which is below league average. If you take out game 3, he went 5 for 10. Game 4, he went 6 for 12. You take out those 2 games, he was 6 for 31, shot 19% from 3. So that was a huge deal. If he shoots 35%, the Celtics, I think, win this series. The other thing is Boston, and here's the thing. I know analytics. I know it's the big thing to do now, 3-point shooting. There's my camera. Boston, Joe Mazzulla. You're shooting too many damn threes. Okay, I don't like cussing on here, but that deserved it. If you look at like the prime Warriors run, they were only shooting like 31 to 35 threes a game, and they had 2 of the best 3-point shooters in the history of the NBA. Boston, here's how many this is just 3-point shots from game 1 to game 7: 44, 50, 47, 53, 39, 41, 49. That's too many threes, especially because they're not like the Warriors where they would dribble around, kick outs. They just are jacking up threes, and they don't have the guys to do it. They just don't. Like, Pritchard can hit. Derek White's an okay. Like, none of those guys are like I would consider elite 3-point shooters. I think JJ Redick could probably go out in a game right now and shoot better than any of the Celtics players. So that was the biggest thing of that. I want to get your point because you listen to these guys, the other podcasts. Like, I think we forgot because Embiid didn't play a lot this season how talented the Sixers actually are with their starting 5. Do you agree?
Yeah. And when Embiid's fully healthy, he's good. He just can't stay healthy, so they just write him off, But yeah, the Celtics don't have a number 3 guy, and the Sixers are just deeper in the starting 5.
Yeah, that's what it was. Because like I said, they got nine bench points in game 6 and 7 combined, but their starters did it, and they just matched up well. Again, there's some talk, and I want to the Celtics fans I know are probably jumping off the ledge here. I've seen stuff like Joe Mazzulla sucks, get him fired. Like, okay, Joe Mazzulla's been the Celtics coach for 4 years. Eastern Conference Finals, NBA championship, Eastern Conference semifinals, and then this year out in the first round. Joe Mazzulla is not a bad coach. I think Joe Mazzulla is not a great coach. I think he relies too much on analytics and not enough about feel, getting your team what that looks like. Like I said, and if you look at the first 2 seasons, they had Al Horford, who is, he was ancient, but he could still play some D. He could hit the 3. They had good point guard play because they had Marcus Smart for a year. They had Drew Holiday. Even that first year, it had Malcolm Brogdon. And the year they won it, they had a guy named Kristaps Porzingis. So as much as he was hurt a lot, that's another third guy that they had. So if the Celtics want to fire Mazzulla, like as a Bulls fan, and we have not sniffed the playoffs since like Derrick Rose probably, we'll take him. We have an opening. We'll take Mazzulla. I don't like him, but he's a decent enough coach. And,
all day long. Yeah.
And it's different too. Like it's going from
Boston fans are spoiled.
They are. But going from again, regular season, you can win games during the regular seasons because you're playing a team, you're moving on to another team. Matchups, guys, it's different. In a series, you're playing a team 4, 5, 6, or 7 times in a row. It's all about, can the coach scheme up stuff to disrupt what you do? And Nick Nurse is a great coach. I thought the Raptors were crazy for letting him go. I think they were just, even with Tatum in the lineup, I think the Sixers starting five more talented than the Celtics. And I even think their bench, like I think the benches were just a wash because Vooch is old, can't do anything, can't guard anybody. And the Celtics have a couple players, but I think the biggest thing though too was that Tatum's not in. So Mazzulla decides to have a starting lineup that has never played on the floor, I think, at all this year. Starting Luke Garza, like that, like what? And then they had Brown, obviously, Derek White. It was Garza. It was Ron Harper's kid. And it was like that. What's that guy's name? Shineman. I can't remember his name. I'm going to pull it up here. But they had like five guys that I don't think had played. The five of those have not played a minute on the floor at all this year. It was Shireman. I'm like, it just was weird. And if you watch that game, you know, Philly got up quick. They got up early, and that lineup was part of the reason why. And they just could not. They had nobody, and we had talked about that. Like they have no bigs. Like we're talking about them trying to stop like Wemby or Jokic or like whoever, but they couldn't. Like Embiid was there, they couldn't stop Embiid. It's disappointing as a Celtics fan, and I think it surprised everybody. I don't know anybody that picked Philly in this opening series. So
I don't think anybody had them going. If with the Nuggets gone and the Celtics gone, it's just like I was way off. Apparently,
everybody was like, I don't think anyone had this. Even if you didn't have the Celtics winning at all, it was, you weren't taking them to not win the first round. So it's crazy. We could have the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference could have the 1, 2, and 4 seed all out in the first round. We have Toronto, Cleveland tonight in Cleveland, and then you've got whatchamacallit? Detroit, Orlando. I think Detroit is going to handle their business. I just think that's going to happen. And then the other game, I think, is a toss. I think Cleveland should win, but I don't know. Toronto hitting that shot, the Halliburton off the back iron up 10 feet in, which calls into play. There's some people that want to call magnets in these games, but I'm like, I'm not there yet. I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm not there yet with magnets in these games. But if they came out and said that, it would not surprise me. So.
Yeah,
that's where we're at.
Cleveland is the better team, but they just haven't been playing better.
No,
in some of the games, they just look a little off.
Yeah, I saw your text, and I think it's fixed. Someone came on. I think it might have been Tim on the back end to do something. So it looks like a little bit better now. So
I just feel like I'm on a delay over here.
Yeah, it's weird. I kind of noticed that too, but we'll see. The sounds fine. It just, I think the video might be delayed. Who knows? So yeah, and I think the Western, I think it's now. Do you think Philly can make it to the title game?
I think if they get past the Knicks, it's a very good possibility.
Yeah, I think if the Knicks can't get to the
Knicks are the only thing that stands in their way at this point.
Yeah, I think if the Knicks can't get to the finals this year, I don't know what's up with that, but I think it's between those two. Cleveland could still do some stuff, Pistons. So we will see how it plays out. I'm now firmly believing whoever comes out of the West is going to win it. It's going to be Orlando. It's going to be OKC, or it's going to be San Antonio. Or it could be the Lakers. I tell you what, Luka back with the Lakers could be a huge problem for teams. I think the only issue is here. I got two words that's going to keep the Lakers from winning it. DeAndre Ayton. He is bad.
Yeah.
So,
not good.
Not good at all. All
and
right,
we don't know what kind of shape Luke is going to be in either.
No, we don't, but he's still good. So we'll see. It's just interesting that the Celtics ended up losing. So let's pivot here real quick to the major leagues. We have not really talked Major League Baseball yet. I just want to focus on, not just because we're Cubs fans, but it's interesting, the NL Central. If you look at that, by the way, Nate, do you know who is on top of the NL Central?
That would be the Cubbies, baby.
Yeah. You are so on a delay, too, because it's like there's so much space on that. But, we'll figure that out at some point. So, the Cubbies are up.
I think it's because I got this super old laptop down here.
That's probably what it is. Thanks, Aiden. We'll get to him in a minute. But, yeah, the NL Central, all 5 teams above 500. And you'd point out, in the American League, only the Yankees and the Rays have better records than the entire NL Central. Cleveland has 18, so they're tied with Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. So it's interesting. That's an interesting division because I don't think any of the teams in here are overly great when you compare them to the Dodgers and even the Yankees. And it's such a weird group. So I'll just break it down. So I think Cincinnati, Milwaukee, and Pittsburgh, they all have an ace on the hill. With Cincinnati has Chase Burns, who's pitching today. Pittsburgh has Paul Skeens, obviously. And then Milwaukee probably has 2 of the better pitchers with Jacob Mizraowski, his second year, and then Brendan Woodruff. So those teams, I think, have the best ace pitcher, but their lineups are just okay. St. Louis has a lot of good young hitters with Gorman, Weatherholt, JJ Weatherholt, not to be confused with Arrested Development, always leave a note guy. And then their pitching's not good. And they got Jordan Walker too, who's just a stud. And then I think the Cubs have have the best combo of good pitching, and they have probably one of the best offenses in the majors right now.
Yeah, I think we got the most well-rounded team. Did you see the Reds game yesterday where they walked 7 guys in a row?
I did not know they walked 7 in a row. I knew they gave up 17 runs, and I had I had Ryan O'Hearn to hit a home run. I'm like, how do you get 17 runs and Ryan O'Hearn can't hit a home run for me on my bets? But yeah, I did not realize they walked 7 in a row. That's insane. That's like when you play softball and the one pitcher just
walked in 4 more.
That is unbelievable. It's classic Reds though. So, and here's the thing about the Cubs. You always got the new stats. Everyone wants to talk about these new stats with launch angle and all this nonsense. Like the WRC plus, they are 4th overall, and I think they're the best against. I think they're the best against right-handed pitching, and then they're 5th in left-handed pitching. Listen, all these WRC plus with runs created, you can all these stupid stats. Listen, can we just go back to stats that matter? They're 4th in batting average, 5th in slugging percentage, 1st in on-base percentage, 4th in OPS, which is still a stat. But I'm like, what is that? And then here's 6th in home runs, 7th in RBIs, 5th in hits, 3rd in runs. And they're in the bottom half of striking out. So I know they throw all these other runs created, but if you can hit for average, you can get on base, you can score runs, you can drive people in, you're gonna be good. So let's get rid of all these other launch angle, WRC plus, all that nonsense. The offense, I think the offense can continue this way with the Cubs because I think they start off slow, and I think guys like Michael Busch and PCA have started off slow. So if they get going, Bregman still hasn't, I think, hit his stride. So I think the Cubs can stay in the top 5 offensively. And if we can get any kind of pitching, get some bullpen help, and then get Steele back, I think the Cubs, I don't want to say run away with this division, but I think they can, in the second half, get a good lead.
Yeah, faith in this team.
Yep. All right. that's it. If we need to do something with the computers and stuff, I think it's going to be all right once we bring everybody else in. We can see how that goes. So we can get done with this talk, and then we will.
I might have to exit out and get on my phone.
That's fine. If you want to do that, I've got enough people we can talk about Star Wars before you get going, and that kind of stuff. So we are going to now transition to the bracket portion of the show, and we're going to bring in some guests. So here we go. We got to get the bracket music in.
Talking brackets, y'all. We love those brackets, y'all. They're talking brackets, y'all. We love those brackets, y'all.
All right, we are talking brackets, y'all. I got to get this going here. So we are going five in this one. So we're going 3 wide in the studio. Let me bring Nate's son on. Let's do this. See if I can do this. There we go. I know it's going to make some people a little crazy with the way it looks, but I don't care. It's our show. So this is Star Wars part of the show, the bracket. In studio, back by popular man on the far left, my 4th son, Noah, who did such a great job on the 21 Pilots one.
Thank you.
We had letters that kept coming in that looked in Noah's handwriting that said, we got to bring Noah back on. Yeah. So we did. And then between us is my youngest son, the fifth rank is Liam. Liam, welcome to March Chadness.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, you got to make sure you get the microphones up close to you. And then also on the other end, which he is the oldest of Nate's kids, his 2, is my nephew, Aiden. Aiden, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's got to be the computer because you guys are in the same house and that is not delayed. So not a biggie. If you watch our stuff online on Instagram, you see the little shorts. Aiden's the one that puts those together. He does a phenomenal job with that. So here's the thing. You may want to think, why are you bringing your kids on? You keep bringing your kids on the show. There are several reasons why. Number one, we are not big enough and popular enough to actually have famous people come on our show yet. I blame Ego not being a sponsor, but that's neither here nor there. Second, when we did this podcast, Nate and I were like, I don't care if nobody watches. I don't care if we don't get any kind of money on it. We, at our age, decided, let's just do this and have fun every week talking. And it's just more for us to hang out because you get to an age like, these are the important things in life where you get your kids, you get doing stuff with you, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to get all this stuff. Everything's working. It's crazy. So let me remove this one. So trying to get our kids there as well. So trying to do all that kind of stuff. And the third thing and most important is, here at March Chadness, we are fully believe 100% behind nepotism. So that is why. I can hear you. I can see you. You're very close right now. So you got to adjust that a little bit. You can't hear? Uh-oh. That's not good. So now he can talk, but he can't hear. So this is going to be, it's already off the rails. It is unbelievable. It's all Aiden's fault. So
kinda.
He's got to use that laptop. So I don't know why he can't hear it. So it's we'll figure it out, Nate. I'd rather you be on I'd rather him be on delay than anything else. So I'm going to remove him until he gets back. I'm going to let him know. So listen, we got the Star Wars bracket. You guys are big Star Wars fans, correct?
Yeah.
All right. You guys better not be on delay. You guys are in studio with me. So, as our kids, Nate and I are huge Star Wars fans. I'm going to try to add Nate back and see if he can hear now. Can you hear Nate?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep. Okay. So they're all Star Wars fans. We grew up with Star Wars. Like, I've seen every Star Wars movie that has come out in the theater. So I am unk. I am totally unk on that. So that means I got to go out and see the Mandalorian and Grogu movie when it comes out. So with that, I'm not gonna bring the bracket up. It's already been too hectic. I will read the bracket. You guys already have all the brackets. So what we're doing today, as you can tell by all the Star Wars stuff out there, we're doing the best Star Wars character. We're gonna get everybody involved in it. We need a third. They all wanted to be on it. So I was like, all right. So we will just go through. We'll just do each section and we'll kind of talk about the first round each section and we'll break it down that way instead of going through all of it. So number one, here's the first section. Number 1 seed Darth Vader versus the 16th seed Rey. 8-9 Qui-Gon Jinn C-3PO. The 4-13 R2-D2 and Admiral Akbar. 5-12 is Grogu, Kylo Ren. So with that section, Aiden, I'll go to you first. Is there any surprise in that? Do you think there's someone underrated in that little section?
Not really. I think Darth Maul could always be higher, but besides that, I think it's good.
Yeah, we'll get to Darth Maul here in a minute. Liam, I'll go to you. Who do you like coming out of this region?
I think honestly, going to who I think we should add, I think that Plo Koon. Plo Koon should have 100% been on this.
All right, listen. All right, well,
more.
All right, listen. Well, since you guys want to talk about the rest of the bracket and did not pay attention to the thing, we'll go to the rest of the bracket. So that's the opening part of the bracket. Since you guys already all the Plo Koon fans are now mad because they don't have to stick around anymore.
Right.
For the bracket. So here's the rest of the bracket. Obi-Wan, and then we have a play-in of Kit Fistu, Count Dooku we'll talk about in a minute. Darth Maul is a 6th seed against Palpatine. 7-10, Cassian Andor versus the Tusken Raiders, a.k.a. the Sand People. And then Chewbacca is a 2 seed against Greedo. And then he's going to avenge Greedo shooting Han Solo, even though Han shot first. We all know that. Yep. Yoda, Jabba the Hutt. Yoda's the other number 1 seed. Lando versus the Mando. It's the Lando Mando off as an 8-9. Princess Leia is a 4 versus the Rancor. We have a Fett off, 5-12, Boba versus Jango. To round it out, Luke Skywalker's a 3 versus the Stormtrooper. They are mad that he stole one of their costumes. And then you've got Ahsoka Tano versus Mace Windu. Grievous, the General, versus Anakin. And then the 2 Han Solo versus the Jawa. So Aiden said he thought Darth Maul a little underseeded.
Yep.
As a 6. Noah and Liam are mad. Plo Koon is not on there. Nate, what are your initial thoughts on the bracket?
I think Han Solo should be in 1 seed.
That was the big thing. It was Han, Yoda, Darth Vader were the 3 that we had to pick 2. I took Yoda. Everyone loves Han. So, okay, let's go around here now. Nate, who do you think wins this thing? We have 5 people, so now it's kind of like it could be Thunderdome here. Who do you think wins the Star Wars bracket before we start getting in the matchups?
Probably Vader.
You say Vader. Aiden?
Yeah, probably Darth Vader.
Noah?
I think Darth Vader's probably going to win.
All right.
I don't think he should.
All right. Liam?
Sleeper pick Jango Fett. I'm just saying.
All right.
It's not happening.
All right. For those of you that are
You're gone.
No, I actually think Jango Fett's winning it all.
All right. For those of you Liam fans that wanted Liam on, this will be the last time he's going to be on the show. All right, listen.
Yeah. You were saying we can't get celebrities on here. We got Papa Squiddy.
Papa Squiddy. We do have Papa Squiddy. Go check out Papa Squiddy's YouTube channel that he has not
posts once a week
in like years. All right, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do like a Lee Corso on who I think is going to win it all. So I got a head. Hold on a second.
All right.
It's going to be the Fett man's going to win. It looks great with my sweatshirt. So
yeah, Jango
we will look
Liam
and see.
Jango.
Not Jango. He's not. I don't think Boba. I would pick Boba. I think Han Solo is going to win. I think it's going to be Han Solo, Darth Vader. So We will see. All right, let's break down this thing. So, none of us really think Ray should even be in the bracket, but we had to put her in because she was such a major person in the horrible sequels. But does anyone have any love for Ray that we can maybe think, or is it just Vader?
No.
I say
No love.
Plo Koon could have taken Ray.
Plo Koon should have taken Ray's spot.
Okay, if Plo Koon's in,
Saboba?
if Plo Koon or
Saucy
Saboba is in for Ray, they're still losing to Darth Vader.
Fortuna?
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
I mean, if you had to put anybody from the sequels, it would have been Kylo Ren. I just think Ray's like a dollar store brand. Luke Skywalker.
Dr. Butto.
It is, but that's why she's a 16
Yeah,
seed.
16.
All right. Here's something more interesting. You got Qui-Gon against C-3PO. Some people will say C-3PO is underseeded as a 9 seed since C-3PO is in every single of the 9 Star Wars movies. However, C-3PO kind of cheesy.
He's annoying.
Yeah. So, but he's still a 9 seed. Liam, try to redeem yourself. Who do you have in the Qui-Gon C-3PO matchup?
Qui-Gon, because C-3PO is a cornball, bro.
All
I
right.
actually can't stand him.
Man, Liam has just absolute hate for C-3PO. He is not going to be happy when the robot overlords take over the world here in a couple of years. So,
Right.
let's go to Aiden since Noah's decided to be on air,
I can eat and talk at the same time.
cramming a zebra cake roll.
What was snubbed?
It was snubbed. We already I do want to apologize. Can I do that? I will apologize for the Little Debbie's bracket we did a few weeks ago. The zebra cake rolls were off that bracket. I apologize. Those things are phenomenal, and they're not my favorite. They are so good. So I bought them, and Noah is eating that. So Aiden, let's go to you. Qui-Gon C-3PO.
I got Qui-Gon too, just because like that fight with Darth Maul is awesome, and like it just means so much for the universe. Because if he wins the fight, then Anakin will go on and not turn to the dark side. But since he lost the fight, Obi-Wan has to train him, and ultimately does turn. So he just means a lot to the story.
All right, you got 2 Qui-Gon. So Nate, you could get Qui-Gon through no matter what.
Qui-Gon's got a special set of skills. Set of skills that are dangerous for people like you. All right, Qui-Gon's going through.
Qui-Gon's going through. Noah, would you have Qui-Gon?
Oh, 100%. C-3PO sucks.
C-3PO sucks, but I would have put C-3PO in just because he has way more than Qui-Gon.
3PO.
And Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon. All right. Another droid. Let's see what Noah or Liam thinks about R2-D2. And I got Admiral Akbar. I've got him up here. Is this a trap? Is this a trap for R2-D2? Nate.
No, R2 rules.
R2 rules. Noah.
You
made it.
Yeah, Admiral Akbar just doesn't have a big enough appearance, which like you could argue with Qui-Gon and C-3PO, but Qui-Gon is much more of a important character than Admiral Akbar is, and R2-D2 is better than C-3PO in like every category, so it's got to be R2.
R2 is, and listen, R2 is one of the OG goats in Star Wars. I love Admiral Akbar, but he's just there's no way he's beating R2-D2, so he gets through. What do you?
You said Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar. All right. How about Grogu, Kylo Ren? We are taking every part of the Star Wars universe. So movies, you've got Bad Batch, you've got the Clone Wars, just everything. So that's why Grogu is in. Grogu, Kylo Ren, Liam.
So I would have said Kylo Ren if it was just the first like 5 minutes of The Force Awakens, but then he took off his helmet and it was Adam Driver and he just sucked after that. So I'm gonna go Grogu.
Well, look at that! Like Liam redeeming himself from earlier. Noah.
I kind of agree with Liam. I will say Kylo Ren's like arc is like the only good part about the sequels.
You should eat more while we're doing this.
Yeah, like, don't be eating, mate. You're just smacking. Listen here. I think you're getting a little confident on your first time on here that you can just come in or do anything.
My bad.
Listen.
So I would say I do like Kylo Ren more than some, but I also do think Grogu's a little overrated. But I'm gonna go with Grogu here.
All right, gonna go Grogu. The Cincinnati ranks. Are you guys on the Grogu side as well?
Yeah, I feel like he kind of saved the Star Wars universe branding there for a minute, and that's kind of the reason he has to move on for me.
Yeah, the Force Awakens, Kylo Ren's so awesome, and then the next two, it's just it's disappointing. So yeah, we'll go Grogu.
Yeah, I agree. I think Aiden hit it. Like the Cincinnati ranks hit that. Like Kylo started off great, and then he just kind of petered out. And I think Aiden is correct. Grogu coming on the Mandalorian really, I mean, dude, he was like the biggest thing ever for like 3 months. So, and he got himself a movie, so that's good for Grogu. Yeah. All right, let's go down to the next set. You got so here's the thing: if anyone that wants that's watching, we've got 183 people viewing. One like, if you want to comment, who's this? Who's BB football cards that just said $2?
I don't know.
All right, is that like? I wonder if he's trying to do a super chat. It's just like $2. I don't know.
$2.
$2. All right. If you want anyone in the chat, and Miller Rink 3, you can't because you're on the show. Kit Fisto Count Dooku is the play-in game. So if you're watching and you want to throw in there what you want to do, Count Dooku, Kit Fisto, because I think we're gonna be kind of split here. I know you two, Liam and Noah. Kit Fisto, Count Dooku.
Definitely Kit Fisto. I don't mind Count Dooku. I don't know. Kit Fisto's just cool. Like Count Dooku's, he's good. Underrated character, but Kit Fisto's better.
All right.
So. We're counting Clone Wars, right?
Yeah, all of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Except for like the books and all that kind of stuff, because we're nerdy Star Wars guys, but we're not that nerdy. Come on. We got lots.
No. He did nothing. The Kit Fisto did nothing in any of the movies, but he was cool in the Clone Wars.
He was.
But I also love Count Dooku. So I think I'm going to go Kit Fisto, though.
All right. So that's 2 for Kit Fisto. Nate?
I'm a Dooku guy.
Yeah.
He's a great villain. And I haven't watched enough of the Clone Wars to get the same feeling for Kit Fisto.
Gotcha. Aiden?
I think I'm going to go Count Dooku just because he had a movie presence too. And then just because of the iconic scene when he gets his head cut off.
Yes.
We get to do
it. Do it. Yeah, this is a tough one because if you have not watched the Clone Wars, you just remember Kit Fisto as being one of the 3 guys that go in to take Palpatine, and they all just sucked. Like Palpatine took all 3 of them out.
Hey, Kit Fisto he died last.
He did
other than Mace Windu
because he let you go, and they just. But but if you watch the Clone Wars, like Kit Fisto is awesome in that. I think I just like Kit Fisto better, and it doesn't matter because they're going to lose to Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan is so good. So here's a question as I go through this: Obi-Wan, Alec Guinness, Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan. Which one do you guys like better, Nate?
I hate to go.
You and I are OG.
I hate to go against Alec Guinness, and Ewan McGregor's just awesome. I'm going Ewan McGregor.
Oh, the 3 younger ranks all going Ewan McGregor too.
100%.
He carried the prequels.
Yeah.
Plus, he has more time on the screen. You have more
yes.
Alec Guinness is like 20 minutes.
And Alec Guinness also hated playing Obi-Wan. He hated Obi-Wan too, so that
is a good. Yeah, that's a good point because he was like a legit actor, and he just could not understand the nonsense of some of the dialogue. Although he does have one of the greatest lines, like "Of course I know him, it's me," stuff. But Ewan McGregor did such a phenomenal job, and if Adam was here. Adam's favorite thing to say is "Hello there."
Hello there.
It is, yeah. So, all right, Darth Maul, Palpatine. You've got.
Give me a second.
Well, it's like it's quite. That's why there's 5 of us here. So it is the teacher against the apprentice. Palpatine, as much as he's very important in the Star Wars universe, he's pretty cheesy, and he kind of blows. And Darth Maul is cool, and Darth Maul has that Boba Fett effect where he came on, was cool, and then he just died. And unless you watch some of the older stuff, and he's still cool in that stuff, but in the movies, it's like we're all mad that there was not more Darth Maul, and he had one of the coolest fight scenes. So I think Darth Maul wins this easily. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would not say
the
easily.
biggest disappointment of seeing episode 1 in the theater was realizing, at the end of it, we got 4 minutes of Darth Maul, one of the coolest looking villains ever, and they give him no screen time, one fight scene, nonsense.
Yeah, and it would have been nice to have him at least be around for the second one, because that fight scene was unbelievable. That was so great, and they hyped him up in the trailers leading up to the movie, and then he's done. Yeah.
The one cool thing about the Emperor is how often do you get to play a character, 30 years later as the younger version, and they don't have to do any makeup job.
I know that's the crazy. That's so funny. Like, because he played them all in all the movies, which is phenomenal. But I think Darth Maul wins, right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. This is going to be interesting. I love the Tusken Raiders. The Sand People are great when they are shooting the pod racers in episode 1. It is so great. But Andor is huge, and if you are a Rogue One fan, Cassian Andor is a humongous hero in this. So, Andor or the Sand People? Aiden, I figure you probably have the most knowledge of both of these. I'll let you go first.
I just like the Sand People more, especially because when Anakin kills that whole tribe of them, and he comes back and gives that dialogue. That's kind of corny, but it's so funny. And he killed all of them, not just the men, but
not just the men, but the women and the children too.
I hate them.
I hate them.
Yeah,
So they
no,
took
just
them off.
because of that scene alone, even though they're not even.
You got to take the Sand People. You're taking the Sand People, Nate.
What do we know about the Sand People? They startle easily.
They'll
be back soon and in greater numbers.
I'm
going Sand People.
They travel in single file too. All right.
Right.
I know. Have you guys down there? Have you seen Andor yet?
No, I need to. That's the main reason I also said it. That's like the only show I haven't seen.
Yeah, we haven't either. We're gonna watch it this week, and then we just didn't. So, do you guys? He was great in Rogue One. Are you guys on the Sand People? Are you guys on Andor, or are you gonna make me decide?
I haven't seen Rogue One since I was like 9, so I don't really remember anything other than like at the very beginning he like kills that one girl.
Yeah.
And other than that, I don't really remember anything from him. I heard the show was good, but I haven't seen it. So definitely the Tusken Raiders.
Don't Tusken Raiders.
Yeah.
All right, that's 4-1. My buddy Dave's gonna be mad. He loves. My buddy Dave would be a little upset because he loves the Tusken Raiders too. So I don't think he'd be too mad. I have no problem. The Sand People are kind of iconic pieces of the Star Wars universe. So all right, Chewbacca, Greedo. I'm not like Chewbacca. It's not even if you number one, if you think Greedo is better than Chewbacca, then you are not even a Star Wars fan and get out of my face. Number two, we got at least Chewie's got to go through one round for your guys' dog Chewie.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Chewie. So Chewbacca is great. We'll talk more about the Christmas story.
I think that's the best Star Wars movie.
We gotta pick this up here. All right.
Yeah.
Yoda, Jabba the Hutt. Listen, Jabba is a huge part, but Jabba really kind of sucks. Like he's just not great.
But if it weren't for Jabba, we would not have the Princess Leia bikini scene. All right, so
that is true.
Give credit where credit is due.
Exactly. Exactly. And I got the frozen Han Solo coffee mug in the front.
Nice.
Which it's great, but it sucks to drink out of. It's one of those. It just is not a great mug to drink out of. But we're all Yoda, right?
Make a good coffee mug. Good to know.
No. We're all Yoda, right? Younger group, Yoda. Yeah. All right. We got the Lando Mando off. Lando Calrissian, one of the coolest guys in it. And again, let's talk I think is a little bit more difficult than the Obi-Wan one. But do you like Billy D. Williams Lando or Childish Gambino Lando?
Billy D, but the other guy did so good in Solo. It was perfect.
Billy D, because he is cooler than the other side of the pillow.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. Does Lando, even though the one thing I would say with Lando that could be a strike is why is he wearing Han Solo's outfit when he's driving the Millennium Falcon? What is that all about?
It's so weird.
It is very weird. It's weird. But is that enough to? Because the Mandalorian. Let me say about this: the Mandalorian, when that came out, it was nice. It was huge because what they did was reinvigorate the Star Wars universe, and then Disney destroyed it. I'm not gonna get into that. That's a whole nother thing. But the Mandalorian was cool. But is he cooler than Lando? Noah.
Yeah.
All right, he's going to Mandalorian.
He is.
Liam.
I haven't seen the last season of The Mandalorian.
You don't need to.
Don't know if he fell off or like got better. What I've heard is that he fell off.
All right, he probably did.
But Lando also kind of sucks in Rise of Skywalker.
He does suck in Rise of
So they
Skywalker.
both fell off.
And I think
I'm taking prime for prime. That first scene, Mandalorian clears anything Lando ever did.
All right,
I think Donald Glover did a better job as Yoshi than he did as Lando. So I don't know. I'm going Mando.
Liam, it was good having you on the show for the one time.
Aiden?
I think just the Mandalorian because it saved Star Wars there for a minute, and Jon Favreau is just awesome.
Yeah, Jon Favreau
is awesome.
He is because he also wrote Elf.
And
Nate, we have two Mando, one Lando.
I didn't know what poster to put behind me. I have an Empire Strikes Back poster autographed by Billy D himself, Lando. I can't go against my man Lando. We're best friends now.
Best friends. All right, so yeah. Now, also, first of all, Donald Glover. Community. Let's put the proper talk on
Mario.
No, it's
yeah. He's the guy from Mario.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
But here's the thing. I love the Mandalorian. It was great. But Lando's iconic. Lando is great. He was part of the original in my childhood. They go to Cloud City, comes in. You're like, man, Lando's great. And then he stabs all in the back, bringing Darth Vader on. And then he kind of redeems himself. And he's just cool. So Lando's going through.
Well, it was 3.
It's 3-2.
Oh, it is 3-2, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought Liam took.
He took Mando. I
thought you took Lando.
No, I said he's better than Yoshi.
Right.
Why would I take him with Lando?
All right, Liam. If it was Yoshi versus the Mandalorian, who are you taking?
Yoshi.
All right. This is crazy. This show's so much better when it's just Nate and I.
What's he talking about?
Princess Leia and the Rancor. I'm gonna talk first. Again, Princess Leia is iconic. I think she should win, but she's also a little cheesy. The Rancor is cool, but he just has that one scene. So I'm going to go Leia, but the Rancor is probably one of the coolest creatures in Star Wars. Nate.
Yeah, the Rancor is just not enough, and you just feel so bad for him after he dies. His one handler is just crying.
His handler crying is. It's so sad.
Leia is a staple, and she wasn't a damsel in distress. She was a badass too, and that was another mistake in the newer trilogy. It's like, let's give her force powers, and we'll just have her fly. We'll just have her fly, and that's it.
Float in the air. Yep.
Not how the force works either.
Noah.
Okay. I get talking only movies, right? Rancor has a small role. Rancor is a species in Star Wars. It is not one character.
Right then.
And in Clone Wars and Bad Batch, there's Rancors all the time. They're great.
Okay.
And what's the one Star Wars game you used to always play? Jedi Survivor? Oh yeah, there's a Rancor in that. There's the other one. The one that came out in like 2000. The Rancor final boss.
The Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed. Yeah. Rancor is actually a much bigger character than just in the movie because it's a species.
I got you.
And
Yeah,
I
because this
remember
one's
in the
name is
Clone-
Steve. Steve the Rancor.
In the Clone Wars, there's even like a whole episode of like a baby Rancor, I think.
Right.
I've never been a big Princess Leia fan.
So you're going Rancor?
I'm gonna go Rancor here.
Liam?
So the reason I'm picking Leia is because of the Jedi Survivor games. Because if you ever played that on a higher difficulty than Padawan, you know that those things suck. Because they just chase you across the map and you have to fight them. So those gave me trauma. So I'm gonna go Leia.
All right. Cincinnati ranks. Noah, you going Leia also? Right?
That's Aiden.
Well, no, I meant Nate.
Yeah, I got Leia.
All right. And I forgot to hit after Noah did his Rancor history. I was going to hit the button if we had to be nerd alert.
I just felt like you were disrespecting.
Actually, a species.
Because you guys were like, he's in it for like 30 seconds, and I'm like, not really.
Yep.
Especially because you went on that whole tangent about like we're including bad stuff. So.
Hey, anyone watching? If you in the chat, did you guys know Rancor was a species, or did you think it was the Rancor
Everybody
from
knows that.
the Jedi movie? All right, we're not. This is all right. It's a fed off Boba Jango. It's Boba Fett. We're not even talking about it. It's my show.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I just want to say something real quick. Book of Boba Fett, low key, kind of ruined Boba Fett a little bit. They made him talk too much.
Why is
his helmet's off the entire time? He goes from being still like a bounty hunter to then being like a civil leader of Tatooine in like a matter of like 1 week.
Yes,
I'm fine with the storyline. His helmet's always off. No, keep the helmet on. Boba Fett.
Yeah, I would say
But Jango's helmet's always off.
I think I was so excited when they were coming out the Book of Boba Fett. Boba Fett is my all-time favorite Star Wars character. Always has been. And I was so excited they were going to do a feature on him, and then the first couple episodes are great, and then it just sucked. They just ruined it. They did not ruin Boba Fett because Boba Fett's still the best. But it did tarnish his Basker, but Jango Fett's not good. Jango Fett's not good.
Jango's armor's cooler though.
Jango's a good character.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
His armor is cooler.
I could tell you one.
I like the sound his gun makes too.
Yeah, the sound his gun.
Yeah.
The fact that he is too. Also, throwback to the one scene where I can't remember the Jedi's name. Liam used to love him. The dinosaur-looking Jedi in Attack of the Clones, green lightsaber comes up, about to kill Count Dooku, and then boom, boom, and he's shooting it, and then it hits him, and then he spins the gun, puts it. It's pretty cool. And if Jango Fett wasn't there, Anakin probably wouldn't have turned to the dark side as quickly because he wouldn't have ended up killing Count Dooku.
Right.
You know?
And I know he did bring in Boba Fett, but he still.
And he wouldn't have lost his arm the first time.
That's right. So going. All right, Luke.
No Boba Fett though.
Luke, Stormtroopers. It's just all Stormtroopers. I didn't want to split them up between Imperial and then.
Actually, Stormtroopers are a species of humans.
It's Luke, right? There's no.
Yeah.
Like Stormtroopers are cool, and there's always a thing where when in the first episode or the first movie, New Hope, when Obi-Wan comes in and says this is not Sand people, this is too accurate. It's got to be the Stormtroopers, and then the Stormtroopers after that moment cannot hit anything on the first try, which is it's crazy. So there's a plot hole.
Think about this. Luke did such a good job being a stormtrooper that he passed as a stormtrooper. A stormtrooper could never be Luke.
Right.
You know, you're picking Luke. You're also picking a stormtrooper as well.
You are. So the stormtroopers still get a win, even though he's a little short to be a stormtrooper.
A little bit.
All right. Ahsoka, Mace Windu. Ahsoka really is a big time if you are in the Clone Wars. And then I know she had her show. I should have probably just kept her off and put Dooku in. But I thought too many people get mad because I think a lot of people like Ahsoka.
Rosario Dawson, she's hot.
Yes. That's the second time Nate's made a reference about a female and he's getting Aiden all weirded out.
I gotta go.
Aiden, let's go. Aiden, Ahsoka or Mace Windu?
Mace Windu is awesome, but I like Ahsoka. And even though the show wasn't that great, she was pretty cool in that too.
All right, she's going to Ahsoka. Nate.
Yeah, sorry.
I can't go against Samuel L. Jackson as much as I like Rosario Dawson.
Yeah. Mace, I tell you, Samuel Jackson's kind of hot too, though. So
yeah, I can get behind that.
All right.
How does he look better now than he did in Coming to America? Like, how is that even possible? Like, how do you look younger and healthier?
That's acting. It's a great John Lovitz throwback. All right, Liam, Ahsoka, Mace Windu.
Mace Windu.
All right, so we got 2 for Mace. Noah, you could break the tie.
I don't know. I think if I watched all of the Clone Wars, I would say Ahsoka. But I've only seen the first 3 seasons, and everybody that's watched the Clone Wars knows the first 4 episodes of Ahsoka is maybe the worst character ever written. So annoying, insufferable, and I just think Mace Windu's cooler. I mean, the purple lightsaber alone,
is
pretty cool. He single-handedly saved that Mace Windu versus Darth Sidious fight, where the 3 other Jedi just kind of stood there. Other than Kit Fisto. Kit Fisto put up a fight. It was rigged.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go Mace Windu.
I would have too. Noah, do you know what species Ahsoka is?
Oh, I used to know this.
All right. You have the rest of the show to show your nerdness.
I used to know this.
All right. General Grievous, Anakin Skywalker. And yes, we are separating Anakin and Darth Vader. They are 2 separate characters. Again, this is all of Anakin. I will say this to start off, not to sway anybody. The acting of all the Anakins may be one of the worst acting jobs. Like Anakin, especially what's his face? The young kid, the young one.
That was in Jingle All the Way.
That was in Jingle All the Way. His acting was so bad.
He wasn't even old enough to shave.
I know.
Yet.
His acting was so bad in The Phantom Menace. The guy that was the main character in the movie The Room was like, even that's bad acting. It's a reference 2 people will get. All right. Grievous may be one of the coolest looking characters with all his hands and those lightsabers, but Anakin, he's still a huge part of the lore because he becomes Darth Vader. So Noah, I'll let you go first.
Okay. General Grievous is wildly overrated.
Oh, look at that.
Because he looks cool.
Yes.
In all the movies, he kind of does nothing and he sucks at fighting, right? But in the 2003, I think it was, animated Clone Wars like show.
It's a movie.
It was like a 2-part movie. That fight he has at the very end of the first like part of the movie where it's like 8 Jedi.
Yeah.
If we're talking just that, he might win the whole thing.
We are talking just that.
We're
being that uber specific.
In the movies, he's kind of lame because he doesn't really end up doing anything. Like it's like 3 movies of build up because he's mentioned in the other 2 and stuff. And then you get to him in the 3rd movie. He looks super cool and he has all these lightsabers. And then he gets schooled by Obi-Wan, runs away, and then Obi-Wan catches up to him and he gets schooled again when Obi-Wan doesn't even have a lightsaber. And General Grievous had the high ground. So it is very clearly Anakin Skywalker. You said the acting is bad. Hayden Christensen did a fine job in the 3rd movie. 2nd movie just had maybe the worst writing I've ever seen.
It's bad.
And
George Lucas does not know how to write for people.
No,
he doesn't know how to write dialogue.
Even Natalie Portman is just bad in that movie.
She's so bad in that movie. She's such a good actress. And I think Anakin has some of, not including the sequels, like one of the best story arcs in movie history of just as a character. So,
all right,
Anakin.
Liam.
So since he brought up that Clone War thing, he absolutely slimes out those Jedis. Like insane. If you've never seen that, he pieces all of them up, and there's like 8 of them. And I disagree with what he said about the Revenge of the Sith fight. He gives Obi-Wan a run for his money, all right?
Does not
he pushed him off the edge. He almost died, but just because he has like the Force or something, because he has superpowers, and he gets the gun and hits him when he least expects.
General Grievous needed 4 lightsabers and an 18-foot lizard to almost beat Obi-Wan.
Yeah, because Obi-Wan had the Force. He's just a robot.
It's because Grievous has asthma, man. He is behind the 8 ball with his asthma.
He has a disability. And
why does the robot have a smoker's cough?
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, technically, General Grievous was actually not always a robot. He was an actual species.
Nerd.
Well, if we're basing this at minute
So you're
57, 35 seconds in Revenge of the Sith, then
Are you going Grievous then over Anakin, Liam?
I don't like Anakin. I only like him because he becomes Darth Vader, and that's cool. So I'm going Grievous.
All right. Aiden.
I'm gonna go Anakin too.
All right. Look at that. He's so concise, man. He knows it. Like, all right.
Thank you.
Noah goes on 20 minutes. Aiden.
My bad.
Anakin. All right, Nate.
I'm going Anakin. Grievous is he does look cool, but he should be better with 4 lightsabers for crying out loud. And we were talking about the dialogue. George Lucas notoriously not good for writing good dialogue. Apparently, Carrie Fisher in the first original trilogy was having him help rewrite some of this dialogue. She's like, look, people don't talk like this. I don't care when it is. So thanks to Carrie Fisher, I think the first trilogy would have had a lot of just terrible dialogue.
Yeah, exactly. It's Anakin as much. Like Grievous is cool, but again, I think it's just that I think Noah is correct with him being overrated. All right, Han Solo is going to be the Jawas. The Jawas are cool. I always like the Jawas. Like the Jawas are way better than the Ewoks. The Ewoks did not make this list because the Ewoks are just not great. Anyone got Ewok love or anyone got a Jawa story, Noah? Like from some like random.
I mean, I'll just say that I feel like the Jawas have more character than Ewoks. Like the Ewoks are just kind of supposed to be like fuzzy and like cute, but like the Jawas have like, you know, you can get behind them a little bit more. And I vividly remember in the Yoda Chronicles, the Lego series, the Jawas actually were a pretty big role in that show, and the Yoda Chronicles were pretty funny. So
you go, yeah.
It's Han Solo, and it's not.
It is
particularly close.
Yeah, the Jawas. Jawas are great, but we're going on.
I would have put Ewoks over Jawas on this list because
I like the Ewoks.
I think the Ewoks are kind of underrated. In Battlefront 2, they're
I cooked Liam every
fuzzy
single
if you
time I was an
like
Ewok.
Liam is always pulling up the video games. He's like, that's all he knows.
Ewok
Everything's
Hunt,
the video games.
Ewok Hunt, dude, that is so underrated.
Oh yeah, it's all fun
But-
games. When it's pitch black and all the Ewoks are coming.
Yeah. And Noah, Nate, you sent me that thing about what the Ewoks really are. Like, what is it? They're
Short people.
no.
Yeah, well, the guy who played
they're
with
masks?
them
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But then the thing was like they were homeless Care Bears.
Yeah, Care Bears that just got a drug addiction, became homeless.
Exactly. So,
Got into some bad stuff, some bad habits.
all right, let's go second round. Darth Vader, Qui-Gon Jinn. It's got to be Lord Vader.
It is Darth Vader. I do think it's an interesting matchup though because of the correlation between the two characters.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. So R2 Grogu. This is like
The two faces of Star Wars right now.
I know it's like two very beloved characters.
It's the old gen versus the new gen.
It is. All right. Liam.
I'm gonna go Grogu. He has like more personality and stuff than R2 because R2 is just a
Doesn't
clanker.
talk.
He's a clank.
He's a clanker.
He's a
I didn't know we
He
could,
just, like,
I didn't know we could say that on the air.
He's like he just like
Yeah, I thought we were
He-
saying like slaves.
Hey, you talk to your mother with that mouth?
I think
Clanker.
he's better than all the other droids because he actually like does stuff. But Grogu, come on, dude. He's just like he's just Baby Yoda.
He's Baby Yoda, yes.
Like
Liam or Noah.
R2D2.
All right.
I think Grogu is overrated. He doesn't do anything. He's cute.
All right.
Like, but he's also like 50. That's the other thing people don't talk about. He's like 50
He's
years
50.
old canonically.
Yep.
Like that's
he
weird.
just doesn't age.
All right.
like
Nate.
I don't know how you can say Grogu has more personality when he doesn't talk. I'm going R2.
Exactly.
And at what
Doesn't
age
talk
do they
either.
start? Does that
R2
species start
communicates.
talking?
I know. I don't know. All right, Aiden, we got 2 R2, 1 Grogu.
Yeah, it's gotta be R2. R2
It's R2. That's I tell you what, that Liam's Grogu R2 take is almost as bad, and this is going to be thrown back to our basketball talk. There's a guy I meant to do this before. I don't know who Trenton R. Thompson is, but he had tweeted out about the Celtics. They built their identity without him all season, talking about Jason Tatum. Then Tatum comes back and the chemistry shifts overnight. Heavy favorites sent home by the 76ers. The Celtics win the series if Tatum never returns. First of all, that is a worse take than the Grogu R2D2 take because they were up 3-1. First of all. Second of all, if your best player comes back, you play him. You're just going to be better with them. I understand the chemistry of it and stuff, but you're up 3-1. That's the worst take ever.
You know what? Thompson. The Lakers should listen to him. If Luka comes back, they're gonna clearly be worse.
Exactly.
You don't play.
But don't exactly. The chemistry's off all season. I understand that, but like, come on. That's just to bait people to engage with you.
That's just Jason Tatum hate too.
Yeah. That's maybe that's what Liam's doing. Liam's like, hey, I just got to get some hate talk on here. I'm gonna
need to get the Papa Squiddy channel.
I'm gonna diss R2D2.
They're gonna come to my channel and attack me, but that's gonna give me more clout,
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Here we go. It's an actual battle off. Obi-Wan, Darth Maul. We know what happened in the movies. Obi-Wan took care of Darth Maul. Does he take care of twice? Yes. Does he take care of him a third time?
No.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. Can Obi-Wan beat Darth Maul, or is Darth Maul the legend of Darth Maul because he's so cool?
Darth Maul is one of, if not the coolest character ever created. I mean, he's sick in the Clone Wars. He's sick in Star Wars Rebels. He's super cool in the Phantom Menace. Even like his like 15 seconds in Solo, he looks cool in it. And then I heard the Maul.
I forgot
show
he was in
really
Solo.
good.
That's right. The what is really good?
The Maul. They made a Darth Maul show.
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet though.
It's a sketch comedy show.
Obi-Wan is good, but I just think Darth Maul. Also, you spelled Darth Maul wrong on this.
Darth Maul. Freaking Darth Maul.
Listen.
So I'm going to be taking Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yes.
This one.
All right. Liam, are you on Darth Maul also?
Yes, I need to watch the Darth Maul show because shout out Jaden, aka Thunder Thighs. He's told me literally
No one calls him that.
only good things about the show. He said that it's peak.
I think you mean AKS, aka FCS Puma.
FCS Pumas 01.
Shout out.
All right, so we got 2 people that don't understand what Star Wars is, and they're taking Darth Maul over Obi-Wan. Nate, set us straight.
I don't take my advice from guys named Thunder Thighs. It's Obi-Wan. What are we doing?
Jaden's cool, man. Jaden is.
I'm sure he is. but it's Obi-Wan. What are we even talking about? Darth Maul is the coolest looking dude, and he was so underused in the movie.
Yeah, the fact we're not even on the next one. Aiden, are you going to go with your younger cousins? Your cousins?
Cousins.
No, I'm gonna take Obi-Wan just because.
No, hogwash, man.
He's more fun to be in Battlefront 2. Obi-Wan in Battlefront 2 is literally just you hold the block button until the other guy runs out of stamina and then you hit him. Darth Maul's fun to be. He's actually fun.
Is that in Battlefront 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just so you guys know, like I am like the video games have it's a moo point.
Yes.
It's like a cow saying moo. It's a cow's opinion. It does not matter. You know what? It doesn't matter what you're. No. Yep. That's Obi-Wan. Like Darth Maul's cool, but Obi-Wan is just one of the greatest Star Wars characters ever. Obi-Wan is going on. You notice I did spell Obi-Wan Kenobi right, I believe. So, all right, you got the Sand People against Chewbacca. Again, Chewbacca, legend, goat. He's moving on.
Can I just talk about how easy of a path Chewbacca has had to the? Is this the what?
It was a Sweet 16. He's won one match against the Jawas.
I know, but now he's up against the Tusken Raiders.
He's number 2 seed. I
get that, but
I mean the Celtics. I mean the Celtics may not know. Like, is he gonna go? Okay, so all right. So it was Tusken Raiders versus Andor.
No Chewbacca hate. I just
sounds like it.
It's insane. It's insane how much better Chewbacca has been than his opponents. Like we don't even have to talk about it. It's just like or just write his name down.
All right.
Well,
whoever did the bracket. All right.
Yep.
All right. Yoda, Lando. Is there any discussion that Lando beats Yoda? In any world.
It's Mando, not Lando.
It is Mando, and it's Yoda.
It still beats him, though.
It is.
Yoda still beats him.
Yeah,
I had marked it wrong.
This guy.
All right. I did spell him right though. Sorry. Yoda
It is your
beats
show, though,
the Mandalorian.
Yes.
Princess Leia, Boba Fett. You know where I'm at.
Jango
Boba Fett.
Nate says Boba Fett. Liam, Noah. Noah's eating still, like he's not listening.
Boba Fett.
All right, Boba Fett. So
I
yeah,
agree.
Yeah.
Boba.
It's Boba Fett.
Are you not feeding him at home, Chad? What's going on?
Dude, he's 17. Like, listen, you keep eating like that, we're gonna start calling you Thunder Thighs.
Yay!
So with that callback. All right, Boba Fett. Boba Fett Yoda is going to be a fun one. And then the last one, you've got Luke Skywalker, Mace Windu.
Not even close.
I mean,
Nope.
no, it's Luke. The fact that Luke was a 3 seed is kind of crazy. But then
Yeah,
you get,
I was actually surprised by that.
okay, we could have a Skywalker off. Anakin, Han Solo.
Oh, Anakin. Anakin, 100%. 100%.
Over Han
I will
Solo?
say the sequels did ruin both of their characters because the sequels made Anakin's whole arc and sacrifice worthless because an emperor comes back. And then the sequels also made Han Solo like a scaredy cat who lost his marriage, lost his friends, and is like another like a worse person than he
Made him a
was.
loner.
I will say that was some of the worst like character switches in the whole thing. Like,
They just undid everything. It's like, why?
yeah. All right.
But I'm
Aiden-
going Anakin.
Aiden, are you gonna go Anakin for some crazy reason?
It's not crazy. He's the main character of the movie.
It's Aiden's turn.
It's Aiden.
Yeah, it does all revolve around.
Go eat something.
But like, I'm gonna have Darth Vader going so far that like I don't want to have them both going so far that I'm gonna go Han Solo.
All right.
That's
Just
a
because
hard
Darth
watch, right?
Vader is
Liam,
awesome.
Liam, what are you doing?
It's Han Solo.
What video game? Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Nate and I know. Nate and I, it's Han Solo. It's a Han Solo. Like, I tell you what, if they did not get Harrison Ford to play Han Solo, I don't know if the other movies get made after New Hope. Han Solo's so
Oh,
great.
we cannot be serious right now.
And he did shoot first. So,
Yes.
Yeah, that's all he has.
and there's nothing wrong with him shooting first, man. Sometimes you got to shoot first because you got to take out the guy.
What else did he do?
Everything.
He got them
He
off
went-
of Tatooine. If
He got 'em
there's
off
no Han
Tatooine.
Solo, they get killed.
If there's no listen, if there's no Han Solo, Luke dies on Hoth.
That's
So-
true too.
Exactly. All right, and he comes back and shoots all the TIE fighters and knocks Vader around so Luke can blow up
the Tauntaun was the one that helped Luke. He couldn't like Han couldn't do anything. He didn't warm him up. It was the Tauntaun.
Yeah, but Han took his life.
Whatever. Anakin.
All right.
Anakin's better.
Vader, R2D2.
Next
I
round.
mean, it is. This is the Elite Eight. Vader, R2D2, Obi-Wan, Chewbacca, Yoda, Boba Fett, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker. You talk about a murderer's row in the Elite Eight.
I gotta
Some
go
of
with
them
Big
are
D
actual murderers.
Some of them are actual murderers. So
I gotta go with
Noah, you got to go Darth Vader.
the Big D.
The big. Your mom's gonna be so proud when she hears you say the big D. All right. Are you going, Liam? Are you going the big D or are you going to go the big D too?
Big D.
Big D.
You gonna play Vader Immortal?
It's
Is that the VR game?
always the video games.
Yeah.
Aiden,
It's Darth Vader.
Nate. It's
Yeah.
Nate. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
We spent 2 minutes too long on this one.
We did, and we only talked about it for a minute and a half. So
I think if
Exactly.
Vader just existed in that Rogue One scene, he also probably still would have been.
Yeah, if we're
Dude,
literally-
that-
Yeah.
Probably
that
right.
is the greatest
That's probably the best
literally just
scene.
that Vader Rogue One scene is so great, and then if you watch A New Hope right after, you're like, what happened
I
once
know.
that door
he
opened?
used all his energy.
He got tired. He has a little bit of asthma too. So, all right,
A little bit.
all right. This is a tough one. Obi-Wan, Chewbacca,
It's not a tough one.
Nate. You had a dog named Chewie.
It's
You
going.
love
I'm going
Chewie.
Chewie. Yes,
going
I love
Chewie.
Chewie.
Aiden.
Yeah, I'm going Chewie too.
All right.
Chewy glaze is
Liam. Liam.
I think Chewie is great, but so is Obi-Wan, but Chewie's better.
What a plot twist that was. What a listen. That alone, that's like the one like you talk about Darth
Rage
Vader,
bait.
like the Darth Maul scenes. That alone, that take alone get you at least one more. One more on the episode. One more March Chadness thing.
He's not the best color man in the business for nothing.
All right. It doesn't matter for you and I, Noah, but it doesn't matter what your take is.
That's right.
Were you gonna go Obi-Wan after all the Obi-Wan hate?
I was gonna go Obi-Wan.
Even though you said Obi-Wan hate against.
Okay, it wasn't necessary. I was
Darth
only
Maul.
hating on Obi-Wan because I wanted Darth Maul to like go. Chewie's good, but he's not as good as Obi-Wan.
All right.
But
I want to just so you know, like he is a Wookiee, which is a species in the Star. I just want to make sure you knew that.
I actually learned that from the Star Wars Christmas special.
Dude, can we talk about the Christmas special? Nate, first of all, if you guys have seen it, right? I showed it to you guys.
The first appearance, it's the first appearance of Boba Fett. It's the first appearance of Boba Fett in ever.
And Liam just lost his next pass on March Chadness.
I was like 4 when I watched it, but I was giggling, dude.
I think
good
that
content.
I tell you what, Nate, you and I, because Aiden, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I've seen some of it.
Nate, I think you and I watched it on TV, Nate, when it happened.
It gets too much hate. It makes a guest appearance in White and Nerdy.
It does, which is great. So, White and Nerdy, if you want to go see if that won the Weird Al bracket, go back and watch that episode. We're not going to tell you.
Holy transition.
What a plug.
Seamless plug.
Seamless plug. I'm a professional. All right, Nate, talk about because I've watched it recently. Like when I say recently, like probably in the last 2 years, not like just yesterday. And it is bad. It is as bad as I had remembered. And I think Liam is right. I think a 4-year-old, or if you were super high, you would enjoy it.
I was both.
Yeah, if you want to know how much cocaine was being used in the 80s, you just watch this and you're like, all of it. There's scenes with they're speaking Wookiee and there's no subtitles.
No subtitles.
Like
we have no clue what's going on. And the little when the female Wookiee puts on that
cooking show thing.
That thing is like
super weird.
What the I don't know what's going on with that. And I think because I think Han Solo and Luke show up in that, and I think they were contractually obligated because you can tell they both are like Harrison Ford's like, I do not want to do this effing show, but I got to do it because I'm not a big star yet. All right, so Chewie goes on. We got Yoda and Boba Fett. Aiden.
Just Yoda. Yoda and all of them is awesome. The fight against Palpatine's awesome, and then he's awesome in the training montage in Episode 5.
I think he thinks he's awesome.
Get him
Nate.
out.
Nate, are you on Yoda as well?
I am. I know how much you love Boba Fett, but he has a weak death in Return of the Jedi, and Yoda is just the Jedi Master. He is the Jedi Master.
He is the Jedi Master. Yeah, that Boba Fett death scene is horrible. Listen, I love Boba Fett so much, but it's Yoda. It's just Yoda. Yoda's great. That's why he's the 1 seed. So you two can sit down on that one. All right, Luke, Han. What a great matchup that is, too. I didn't really plan it, I don't think, to have these two together because they are like, they have that love-hate for each other. Some people say Luke is the most important person in Star Wars.
It's Anakin, actually, but okay. It's literally Anakin. He's the chosen one. Okay, yeah, Uriel Poof is actually more important.
It's Plo Koon.
Yoshi.
Right. It's Yoshi. It's Yoshi. All right, Noah.
Dr. Butto. Do you remember that?
Noah, Luke or Han?
I am holding the Luke Skywalker.
You are holding the Luke Skywalker.
Right now.
So I'm gonna go Han.
Yeah, I'm gone. Luke, I've never been the biggest Han fan. I think it's because he doesn't have a lightsaber, so he's not as cool. So I'm gonna go Luke.
All right.
Yeah.
Liam, which one's better in the video games to play with?
Luke. Actually, facing Han is the most annoying thing ever because he just rolls. He just rolls and throws bombs.
I did not ask you. That's correct, Liam. He did not ask you. All right, Aiden, you can talk because
Liam's on my delay now.
He's on mute.
I'm going Luke.
You're going Luke. Why?
I think he is a better character.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
But yeah.
All right, Nate.
Good.
Nate's. That was like a minute of like 4 seconds of content.
All you had to say was just.
I think I'm going to Han Solo
You're wearing
because
the Han
he's a better.
Solo shirt.
Yes, I think
you're
I'm
going
going
Han
Han Solo because he's a better character. But yeah, no, Luke is super whiny until Jedi. Like he's kind of obnoxious and annoying until Jedi when he finally becomes the dude. And Han Solo is he's just the man.
Yeah,
Han Solo.
That's a good point. The first 2 movies, he's very much like the two to my left, where annoying teenager just I want to go to the Kashi Station.
Oh, Princess
He's
Leia,
an
I know your
18-year-old
whole
who grew up not knowing his parents. What else do you expect from him?
Princess Leia, I know your
He's
whole
on, like,
planet
the
just
worst
got
planet
blown
of all
up.
time.
But the old guy I met a week and a half ago died, so I'm gonna mourn more than you did when your planet did.
Yeah. Plus, I think if you listen closely when he's like talking to people like and stuff, I think he throws out a 6-7 at some point.
He does.
Skibbity Riz.
Hey.
Skibbity Riz, Uncle Owen.
Grown man, by the way.
All right.
Grown adult man.
All right. Aiden. Are you putting
Luke's
Luke
my
through
favorite
or
character.
Luke is your favorite character.
Yeah, so I'm
I
biased,
did not know
so
that.
I'm going Luke.
Baseball, huh?
I'll tell you what. Nate, this may be the last time we bring our kids on here. That is
Luke is better
Listen-
than Han Solo.
Listen to me.
No,
Han
he's
Solo.
Yes, he
Han
is.
Solo is maybe the best character on there.
Big Fortuna is better than Han Solo.
He's got the greatest. I'm gonna turn your mic off. He is the greatest. He has the greatest lines. Like the fact, like Luke, that I'm more mad about this than when It's Raining Men did not make it past the first round.
Who saves the galaxy?
In the second episode of the 80s One Hit Wonders, go back and check out that episode.
Who saved the galaxy?
On FantasySports.com.
Who saved the guy who saved the galaxy? Not for Han Solo. They do not get out of that bar on Tatooine.
Listen,
Means nothing.
I will say, Luke in The Mandalorian, that may be the greatest scene of any Star Wars anything. When
Han
he comes
Solo would
back,
have gotten smoked.
Han Solo
if he was in that situation.
He would not have.
Yes, he would have.
No, he just would have been yelling and stuff. So Luke and Yoda, it's a Dagobah off, maybe. I don't know. And then Darth Vader, Chewbacca in the final 4. So,
Big C.
the Big D, the Big C. Got to keep it clean, folks. Vader,
Just saying the first initial.
Vader, Chewbacca. Nate, let's start with you. We'll start with the Cincinnati people here first.
We got to go Darth Vader. I do want to say half the thing with Vader is the James Earl Jones voice. Have you seen the footage of him with David Prowse, whatever his name is, the guy who was the Vader guy in the costume? He's got that British accent. It's like it's
so like weak sounding. If you have never seen the footage of them filming with the guy in the Vader costume doing the voice before James Earl Jones does the voiceover, it is hilarious, and you just appreciate.
His voice is more adorable than menacing. He's like, "You are a traitor and part of the rebel alliance." Like, oh, he's British. That's the British, old boy.
And that the movie again would not, if James Earl Jones, like shout out to James Earl Jones being amazing.
He
also,
watches the show.
Rest in peace.
He does watch the show. Also, James Earl Jones in Field of Dreams, that was part of the baseball movie
and the Sandlot
of March Chadness and the Sandlot. Go back and check out that episode. So we got Nate, Darth Vader, Aiden.
I will say, I think it is Vader, but the only good part of the sequel movies is after Han dies and Chewie like freaks out and just starts blasting everybody, and that's like the coolest scene in all the sequels.
Chewie definitely
Darth
carries
Vader
the sequels.
Yeah, Chewie does. He's like the only legacy character that they didn't ruin.
That's very true.
Exactly.
All
right, Liam.
Darth Vader.
All right, well, you're going Vader. Yeah, Vader's
D.
going
Big D, baby.
Big D heading to the finals against either Yoda or Luke. All right, Aiden, your favorite is Luke. Does he beat Yoda?
Yeah,
The master.
I think he did.
All right, Nate.
It's Yoda all day long.
All right, and on Sundays. All right,
Twice on Sundays.
Twice on Sundays. Liam. Got one Yoda, one Luke.
I gotta go Yoda.
All right. Noah. All right. It doesn't matter. I'm going Yoda. So
Don't worry, take your time.
It's 3.
Opinion doesn't matter.
It's 3. It doesn't
I
matter.
was probably gonna go Yoda.
It doesn't matter. It's 3. So, all right. Yoda, Vader, the 2 1 seeds, battling it out.
Yoda Vader is a good band name.
Huh?
Yoda Vader would be a great band name.
Yoda Vader would be.
Also, if we would have picked Luke, Liam and I had an idea. Since we had a Darth Vader and Luke lightsaber, we could have done a fight to see who wins the finals.
We could have, but this thing is this. We don't have a whole lot of room. It's very expensive here, all the equipment, and it would not go well. So I know you've got a job you could pay for anything that's broke, but that's
because I've so much
Easy on the
money.
J word, Dad.
Exactly.
Yeah, easy on the J word, please.
Vader Yoda. This is probably what it should. Well, it probably should be Vader Han, but that's neither here nor there.
Han would have lost to Yoda too.
Han would not have lost to Yoda. All right, I will save it in case I got to decide because it's my show. Noah.
Yes.
Vader or Yoda?
Honestly, it's pretty tough. I remember I always wanted them to have a fight as a kid when in like a movie. That would have been really cool, but it never happened.
Did not.
I actually made a Lego stop motion of it one time. So that was pretty cool.
Excellent.
And I feel like it's gotta be Vader.
Okay.
Yoda's good, but it's the big D.
It's the big D. All right, Aiden, the big D.
I think it's gotta be Darth Vader. He's like the most iconic villain in all of fiction ever. Like he's everywhere. Like he was so everywhere that the director of Rogue One wanted to make him scary again because he was on like serial boxes and stuff.
I know, exactly.
I gotta make him intimidating.
Exactly. Liam, if you take Vader, then he wins. Are you gonna be? Are you gonna be on the Yoda side though?
Big D all day, dude.
Yeah.
I don't think Yoda even. I think it's kind of close, but it's Vader. He's so iconic.
Yeah, I know Vader's gonna win, but Nate, give your take on the Vader Yoda matchup.
The greatest villain in cinematic history, possibly. If we do a best villain bracket, it's probably going to be down to him and Hans Gruber from Die Hard. Vader is just the man. Vader is awesome.
Yeah.
It is Darth Vader. Looks cool, sounds cool, is cool.
That's just it. He's the perfect villain. He is the greatest villain. Hans Gruber is probably second, and then Rose from Titanic is third.
Yeah.
So
he's in the top 5.
Exactly. So Vader is just like you said. He looks absolutely menacing and cool. He sounds awesome, and he's just the coolest. He is so great. The force choke. I think that's the more underrated ways to attack somebody. Is just the force choke. Like, listen, I'm just gonna do it from over here. I am not gonna come over there and engage with you. And then the best part about Vader is in the Return of the Jedi, redeems himself when his son is getting electrocuted. So here's a question.
Dude, that's also Anakin, though. That's what I'm saying. Is it's Anakin.
It is Anakin, but he's
in the suit.
He's in the suit. So Nate, if either one of your sons was getting electrocuted by your boss and mentor, you are throwing him over the edge of the Death Star, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If it's Aiden, yes. If it's Grayson,
Yeah.
Grayson's not gonna let that happen. He's too strong.
The force is strong with this one.
The force is strong with
Grayson
this one.
would
Yes,
eat up the lightning.
I would too. Obviously, I would too.
Also, Plo Koon would smoke Darth Vader. I don't know if you guys. Plo Koon has Force Lightning. I don't know if you know that. He has Force Lightning.
He also had a yellow lightsaber.
Yeah, yellow lightsaber, yellow lightning. He'd smoke him.
All
All right, he wins then. Well, I don't know why we did all this.
Okay. We could have a Jedi one, just do all the Jedi. And then Anakin would win because he killed almost all the Jedi.
That is true.
Right.
So Order 66. Exactly. So that was fun. It was a little hectic, but I think it's still fun. Thank you for the 283 people who are still remaining watching this live. In the comments, write down who you think should have won. Please do. That helps the algorithm. Like the video, 283 views, 1 like. We should need to get those likes up.
Can I do an Arnold Schwarzenegger corner real quick?
Oh yeah, listen. So we talked about this the other day. So we want to add some fun stuff that could be like regular throwbacks on the show. I don't have the soundbite yet. I got to work on that. But Nate had a good idea. The second episode. I said the 80s one hit wonders was the second, was the third. The second episode of March Chadness was best Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes. Go back and watch that on fanstreamsports.com. And he said, let's have an Arnold Schwarzenegger corner where we can talk about like, if he was in a movie, what character would he be the best? Who could say the stuff? If it was other things, like just anything that we could throw Arnold Schwarzenegger in, we can do that. So we're going to do it's tentatively called the Schwarzenegger corner. I think it should just be called Hey Arnold, and we could do the Hey Arnold drop. So Nate had the idea, and I think it's a great idea. Arnold Schwarzenegger, we could go around for the 5 of us. Which character in Star Wars would you want Arnold Schwarzenegger to play the most? Which one do you think is the most exciting? Nate, it's your bit. You go first because you probably thought about this more than the rest of us combined.
Well, it comes down to all right. So Yoda was the first thing I thought of because Yoda, he's expected to be this, the best Jedi, and he turns out to be this little thing. But you're expecting him to be a big Schwarzenegger guy, and right. I just want to hear him do the lines. Do it, do not. There is no try. Adventure, excitement. The Jedi craves not these things. And then when he's using the Force to lift up heavy stuff, he could just be doing the yeah. But then the more I thought about it, him being Luke would be great just because he could look at Obi-Wan and be like, who was my daddy? And what did he do? And then him going, phenomenal. 3PO! It would be just great.
It would be. All right, Aiden, who would you like to see Arnold be in the Star Wars
and
universe?
The prequels with Anakin's dialogue would be awesome. Like hearing him talk about hating sand and
I hate them. I killed them all.
Yeah, any of the cheesy dialogue.
We could have one too. We could actually look, and he was like when he talking to the sand people earlier in the show and tell the one sand person Dave that he was going to kill Dave last, and when he doesn't kill Dave last, and then
I had to let him go.
All right, Noah.
Well, I mean, him playing Plo Koon would be pretty great. I feel like
I am Plo Koon. I don't know any of his lines.
He doesn't really have any lines, so I feel like any of the girls would be funny because it would look really out of place.
Yes,
the best fit would probably be like General Grievous, but
yeah, it would be good.
If we're going straight off, like what I would want to see, I feel like him doing either an Ewok voice or a Chewbacca voice.
He basically fits with Chewbacca. I mean, Chewbacca, he just basically does a Chewbacca voice. So, Liam,
I think Darth Vader would be good because it takes away any intimidation.
I don't know, man. Arnold as that was going to be Arnold as the big D.
The big D
was going to be good. Yoda is also great.
Luke, I am your father. But it
would make the scene so much better.
It would be. Although I think if you were gonna cast him at what he does, it would have to be Han Solo, because that's the kind of character Arnold always plays. But I think
he smelled bad on the outside.
I think it's got to be. I think Yoda and Vader are probably the two. I think the best ones. I think the other ones could be entertaining, but just to have a little Muppet talking like Arnold is pretty great. So I think we need to bring back the Arnold corner. I think I will need to get on and put the Hey Arnold. I think it should just be called the Hey Arnold. Just be called Hey Arnold, and then I will have some Arnold stuff because I love the Arnold quotes. But you do such a great Arnold voice, Nate. It's not. You could just record them for us probably.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, so Darth Vader won. I appreciate Aiden being on here. Aiden, I do appreciate you doing all the work on the shorts on.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you're the man.
They are always great. Noah and Liam, appreciate you coming on. Just hanging out. We were hanging out. It's just the three of us at the house because Emily and Sarah are at Disney. This is the last day at the parks, and then they'll come back on Tuesday. They're having a great time. And then that's it. I think next week we decided with the 16, every 17th episode, we do the champions bracket. We already had one. Go check out that at fanstreamsports.com. I'm plugging every single episode in this one. It's amazing.
Well done. Well done.
It is. Yeah, thank you. But we had one that was the worst. We had the worst WWE gimmick. And we decided it'd be kind of fun to have one of the episodes in every 16 brackets to be a worst. So I'm going to say next week, so you can think about it. I think next week we're going to do the worst places to poop. Is going to be our next one. So we can work on that. That'll be an entertaining one. So you don't want to miss that one at all.
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops. You can comment where you think the worst place to poop, or where is the worst place you have ever pooped. That'll be a fun comment section if anybody is going to comment. So Aiden, I know you got to get out of here soon. So thanks for being on.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on, buddy.
Yep. Noah and Liam, appreciate you being here. You guys were adequate.
I enjoyed the eating.
Enjoyed the eating. No, always good to hang out. It's always good to hang out with your kids. Listen, this is what we do. This is going to be the memories we'll have. Nate, always a pleasure. I love this. I love doing this every Sunday, even if no one else watches or likes it. It's just for me and you. I do like it. So, again, thanks for tuning in. Join us next week when we will have another bracket nobody asks for that is meaningless. So thank you so much.
Wait, you're not going to say you love me this week?
I guess. Why do I always have to say it first? That's my big problem.
Just saying.
All right, Nate, love you.
I know.
Yeah, that was right there.
That was right there. I know.
Love
Excellent.
you.
All right. We'll see you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next week.
They're talking brackets, y'all. We love those brackets, y'all. Hey, hey, they're talking